currently somewhere in Central California, and there's a truck that's going to park. Oh no, thought he was gonna pull over there, but there's my little Greyhound. My car's name is Greyhound after the bus company because I always used to take the bus before I had a car, and he's been a good companion. And over there, I don't know if you can see a river. Let me try and focus. Over there, that's where all your vegetables and your fruit come from, or at least 40% of the vegetables and fruit come from this area. And yeah, it's a pretty cool place. There's no flip camera feature button, so I have to turn the camera around. Let me see if it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Anyway, hey peeps. I hope you're having a great day. I needed to take a little mini road trip today because I've been indoors for 3 days straight, and I was gonna go out camping today, but I've just been so tired. So tired. I work remote. I work for an organization that project manages a lot of the city's initiatives. So anything in workforce development or any kind of supportive services, we deal with that. We project manage those programs because the city doesn't really, most cities in America don't manage. So let's say they want to create a welfare program for minorities. The city will put out a proposal, and different organizations around that area will write a grant so that they can get the funding so that they can manage the program. So it's so basically the city gives an organization money so that they could be the project managers. And that's what we do. We work with a lot of minorities, especially re-entry individuals, people that have been formerly incarcerated. We work with single mothers. We work with the Black community, the Hispanic community. We work with people with disabilities. That's a very big one. And we help them integrate into society through certain workforce development initiatives. It's good work. I do grant writing for my organization, and it's really good work. I'm in the research and development department, and I'm thankful it's remote. I can work from home, and so I'm home all the time. And so it can be a little exhausting because I'll give you the remote perspective from somebody that works remote. People are like, oh my God, you've got the dream job, you work from home. And yes, it's nice, don't get me wrong, to have your own kitchen, to cook in at lunch, to use your own bathroom, to walk in your own space. It's really nice, but it can be very isolating. It can isolate you because you're not talking to anybody. Well, yeah, I have meetings and stuff, but it's a virtual meeting, right? And you're not getting feedback from anybody. And don't get me wrong, I've worked in office environments and I've seen a lot of things, and it's vicious. You know, sometimes there are some people that love to gossip, and there's some cutthroat behavior going on, and a lot of drama, and yeah, and that's the ugly side of working as a white collar, because you have to deal, especially if you work in an office environment, sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you have amazing coworkers, and you have your coworkers are like your family. But other times you work in environments where your coworkers are not the greatest people. They have a lot of cutthroat behavior. I'm thankful that my coworkers are amazing, because I've worked with terrible coworkers in different companies. And oh my God, what a relief it is to have positive coworkers. And I think it's because we care about the work, and each one of us, it's a team of 4 that writes these grants, and each one of us, we care about the people that we're helping, and we care about the work, and we know that we won't see the actual fruit of what we do, but it's happening. And I work with 4 people closely. The organization is way bigger than that, and it has hundreds of employees, but I only work closely with 4 in my department. And it's good work, but it can be very draining, because you're indoors all the time and you're always isolated. And it can be very depressing sometimes. So, but then I've got guy friends who are blue collars, and they work in construction, and others work in HVAC, and they have really hard jobs, a lot of physical labor. And they're like, "Oh, you've got a good job right there." And yes, I do. I can't complain. But I guess you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. There's always going to be something that you're either too isolated or too overextended, physically overextended, right? Or some other issue. But just being grateful for the little blessings that we have. And I guess I was making this video to remind myself that I have to break away from the cycle. And I encourage you to also break away from your day-to-day routines, because it can get very draining and it can wear you down no matter what you do, whether you work indoors or outdoors. Find an activity at least once a week to, like, go on an adventure, go explore, just get out of your hamster wheel, okay? Break away from that. And I've been indoors for 3 days straight because I haven't been able to even go outside, because I clock out at 5 o'clock, and by that time it's dark and it's really cold, and I'm just tired. My eyes are tired because I've been staring at the computer all day, and so I'm tired, and so I just opt for reading a book or something like that. But anyway, I try and break the cycle of my day-to-day routine by going out somewhere. And to me, it's going outside. I love being outdoors. I've always been very outdoorsy, and I feel like the outdoors allows me to adventure and be playful, and it just allows me to exist. But it may not be the case for you. Maybe you work an occupation that is always outdoors, and maybe to you breaking the cycle is being home a little more and resting a little more, and picking up hobbies that are indoor hobbies. whatever that may be for you, or gardening, or I don't know, whatever it may be for you. And make an effort to break away from the cycle. Make an effort to break away from that merry-go-round of the grind, right? Because some of us are in positions where we can't drop everything and book a trip to somewhere across the world. I can't do that right now. When I was younger, I could. But now I've got a couple loans to pay. I've got bills to pay. I've got things to pay off. And it's good to have responsibilities in your life, but it's also good to mix it up a bit, mix up your experience a bit. So anyway, I encourage you to mix your experience up, and yeah, whatever that may be, and remember to just exist, and remember to live and enjoy this world we live in. Okay, don't get worn down by the hamster wheel or the merry-go-round, or whatever metaphor you want to think of that has to do with being in a cycle that doesn't end. You can mix it up, but at least once a week, go out somewhere. And you may be very tired, and you may not want to go out somewhere, but you may just want to rest and stay home. But I also encourage you to, although that's important, I also encourage you to try new things, whether that be painting or something that is completely new, or something that you dabbled in but you didn't really get into, but you really want to master that skill. It's something that keeps your life interesting. And I don't know what's... Oh my god. What is that? Is that an animal? Oh, I think it's a cow. Okay, whatever. I'm outdoors. Hello. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a great life, and I hope you have an amazing existence. Peace and love. Bye, peeps. Kind of looks like Scotland sometimes. When it rains a lot here, it reminds me of Scotland. Because it gets very green. Like, very green. Greener than this. So, peace and love from my corner of the world.